Hey guys, iOS TV Talk here today. I'm going to show you guys how to jailbreak iOS 7.1.1. Now before you do this, there are a couple of steps that you need to do. First is to go to Settings, General, and go to Auto Lock and change it from 1 minute to never. Never. The second thing you need to do is to go to Date and Time, and you want to change your date. First off, you want to set automatically, you want to turn that off. And you want to set your date to June 2nd. I don't know why you have to do this, but you just have to. So once you do that, you are just going to exit and go back to the home screen. As always, make sure you have a backup before you're doing this. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to download the Pangu jailbreak tool. And just open that up on your computer. And it should look something like this. If there's a translated English version, that'd be great. I am using an older version. So as you can see, my phone has come up right here. It is an iPhone 4, so sometimes it does show up as an iPhone 3. It's just something that I'm used to on the jailbreak tools. So the most important thing right here is to unclick this, because this is the Korean pirate app store and you guys really don't want that. It's kind of a pain in the ass to remove, so just make sure that's unclicked. If you do forget about this, it's okay, just hide the app in a folder. And basically once you do that, you want to click this little black rectangle right here, and the jailbreaking process will begin. Now back on your iDevice, you're going to want to go to the Pangu app and just tap that, and you'll get this message. Because it's a third-party application, your iPhone will not recognize it, so it's going to give you a warning that it may not be safe. What you want to do is hit continue. So as it says on the screen, just keep it open while the jailbreak is going on. This is why we disabled auto lock, because if you didn't, your device would lock and you would run into some complications while the jailbreaking process was going on. So back on the computer, we can see that we are a little bit more than halfway done with the jailbreak. So a little bit more info about this jailbreak. It does work for all iDevices running on iOS 7.1.1. Now, rumor has it is that iOS 7.1.2 will be released on Friday, this upcoming Friday, and it is safe to jailbreak now, because once you update to 7.1.2, there is no going back. So if you guys want to jailbreak now, this is your chance. If you don't like it, you can always go back. I will have a video on that. So going back to our iDevice, you can see it just rebooted. Your device is going to do this a couple times throughout this process. So what you really want to make sure is that you don't touch it or disconnect it throughout this process. Excuse me, because that is the most important thing. Now, for an iPhone 5S, I have heard that you will need to run the Pangu software 2 times. The first time you run it, your device will blue screen, and that is normal. What you want to do then is just rerun the jailbreak tool, and you should be good. If not, just keep running until it works, or you may even want to put your phone into DFU mode and restore from backup and try again. Now, the iPhone 5S has had a lot of problems, I have heard on Reddit. I'm recording this video now on an iPhone 5S as we speak, and it worked flawlessly for me the first time, so I really think it depends on what kind of 5S version you have, 5S model you have. So just keep that in mind when you're jailbreaking. So after your phone restarts, you're going to want to open it, and you won't have Cydio right away. You just need to let the Pangu process finish. It's still in the middle of it. As we can see on screen, it's a little bit, again, more than halfway done. And if iTunes comes up, just exit out of it, because it will, I don't know if it will mess up the process, but I really don't want to risk it, because that's the way it works with evasion. So if you get this message that says storage almost full, just dismiss it, because that is the jailbreak data on your phone. And as you just saw right there, the Pangu app will disappear and the final stages of the jailbreak will begin. and your phone will restart. Now, after it's done restarting, you'll get the white screen and all the jailbreak files being uploaded. That's what we saw in the iOS 6 jailbreak, as we see right there. Don't touch it, your phone. This is completely normal. The Pangu software is just installing. Again, make sure your phone is still connected and you don't power it off or anything throughout this process. Like I said, if anything goes wrong, just put your phone into DFU mode and restore it through iTunes. That is why it's very important that you make an iCloud backup and even a physical backup, because in case anything goes wrong, you can just restore it. So after the white screen comes up, your phone will restart and you get this nice little message that says enjoy the jailbreak. Now back on screen, the jailbreak process is complete and iTunes opens. So now that we are done with the process, we have Cydia and not the Korean Pirate App Store, which is why it's important that we made sure that that box is unchecked on the installation. So we're going to go ahead and open Cydia and have the file system be prepared. Now, in case you guys didn't know, Cydia got a whole new revamp from Sark, so thank you, Sark, for that. Not sure if I'm saying it right. If I'm not, I'm really sorry. But it's now really easy to find packages, installed apps, and add repos. And Cydia has just really been overhauled for iOS 7. And it got a new icon as well. So thank you, Sark, again for that. So after you tap on the Cydia icon, you're going to just want to let the file system prepare, and we're just going to let that do its thing. And like I said, the storage that was almost full is all the jailbreak data, and once this is done, your storage will go back to normal. The reason for that is because all the jailbreak data is stored on your phone and is finally compiled when you launch Cydia. I just set this phone up as a new iPhone, so this should not have any data on it whatsoever, only factory settings. So after the file system is done being compiled, your phone will either exit Cydia or it will respring. Most commonly it will respring. That's the experience I've had the most. And don't worry, it is normal. It's just your phone applying the file system changes. So there we go, guys. That is it. Just wait for the file system to be complete and you guys are jailbroken. I'll have a link to all the things in the description below. Comment, rate, subscribe, and also I will have a list of all iOS 7.1.1 compatible tweaks, because things are not always compatible. So like I said, guys, thanks for watching. Comment, rate, subscribe, and keep in next time for my next video. Thanks, guys.